Today, we venture into the industrials of Melbourne, Australia to showcase a very special car. Something that as soon as I got wind about, I needed to share it with you. This car in question is the legendary Datsun Z, the original Nissan Z that we now have. It is the origin of where the Z was born. However, it's not stock because it is the ultimate Frankenstein stealth rat rod sleeper build ever. Being completely unpainted and unfinished, this car sports the full 370Z conversion. And when I say full, I mean engine, transmission, interior, navigation, traction control, ABS, power steering, Brembo brakes, electronics, you name it, it has everything. But it also has two turbos slapped on. This is truly the most WTF car I have ever witnessed. And today we go behind the wheel for a deep dive into just this. My name is Wong. Let's begin. How do you normally drive this car?
I drive this just like a daily driver.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Wong. Today I'm very excited because we are showcasing a super unique car. Take a look at this. This right here is a Datsun S30Z, but it's not your standard Z in any way, shape or form because, guys, it has been fully transplanted with a 370Z driveline, engine, interior, everything has been done on it, but it's also got twin turbo smacked on. And it's no slouch of a car, making 350 rear wheel horsepower. But take a look at it. It's still a sleeper in this current setup. It hasn't been painted yet, but I want to show you guys what one of the craziest Z's on the planet looks like and is to drive. It is actually, oh my God, this is going to be bonkers, guys. I can't wait. We're out here with the owner, the man himself, Marc. How are you, mate? Good to see you.
Good to see you, Clay.
Good to see you. Can you tell us a little bit about your pride and joy over here?
Okay, so it's an S30. It actually came from Texas, USA.
Cars being loaded here in West Texas, heading out to Australia. These guys are taking it.
Oh, no, wait, not a Japanese car.
Not a Japanese, no, it was a left-hand drive.
Wow, and been converted?
Yeah, it was bought over COVID, and so I needed a car, so I ended up buying a 370Z from the auctions in Sydney.
Oh.
And yeah, just started to stitch all the parts in and convert it to right-hand drive. And
wow.
Yeah.
But why did you end up with a 370Z instead of keeping it original? Or?
It didn't come with a motor, had no bonnet.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, only had a rear end and
wow.
Had a dashboard in it, but sorry, it didn't have a dashboard, had a steering wheel column in there, no dashboard. Yep.
What drew you to the 370Z?
I was looking for a motor, I was thinking an RB.
That would have been sick.
It would have been sick, but then I thought, what transmission, and you know, it's a lot of parts and whatever.
Expensive as well,
Expensive,
right?
yeah,
okay.
A bit of time to build, and I thought, okay,
sure.
well, this comes with a 7-speed auto. You know, it comes
right.
with a motor. It's got the diff,
and
brakes,
you use all of those things.
Everything from the petrol tank to the radiator support panels in this car.
Oh man, you have to show us. So the engine bay first, I think would be sick.
Sure.
How did you manage to do all that?
With a grinder and welding. So
so you did this all yourself?
I did, yeah.
Wow, guys, take a look at that engine bay. This is ridiculous. Where do we start? I don't know where to start.
Okay, it's a 370Z engine.
Yep.
Had a friend, Claude, help me out, my son Justin, and Christian, even my daughter Eliana, gave us a bit of a hand.
It's a full
here and
family
there.
operation.
Yeah,
I love
we
that.
Helping out, but yeah, Claude helped me position the motor in.
Okay, perfect. Have you done something like this before?
Yes, I have built another 240Z that's got an LS twin turbo in it.
Wow, what LS is in it?
It's an LS3.
LS3, making...
I've never dynoed it.
Okay.
Never dynoed it.
Quarter mile time?
Haven't ran it yet.
But
so
fast, yeah?
It's fast, yeah, it's fast.
Stay tuned for part 2, I guess.
For sure.
What is that like compared to this?
Look, that's an animal compared to this, to
LS
be honest.
twin turbo,
yeah,
right?
It's a built engine. Claude helped me build the engine.
Wow.
Actually, he built the engine, but he helped me by doing it.
And
so,
this is a baby spec compared to that, right?
Yeah, look, it's a nice streeter. This thing's
it's a full streeter,
It's a nice streeter. Yeah. It drives
100%.
nice, it's quiet.
I love it. I love the fact that it actually fits in this car. It's a 3.7 litre.
3.7 litre, yeah.
V6. I think from factory these make
I'm To be honest, I can't remember what they made.
It doesn't even matter because they're twin turbo now, so
Yeah.
significantly more in every
Yeah.
way, I'd say. So what turbos have you got here?
They're just a couple of turbos from eBay. So
no way. Just eBay turbo.
Yeah, just a couple of eBay turbos.
Some Chinese turbos that I made up.
Maybe. Yeah.
Nice, and you're pushing out
It made 255 on the dyno.
255 kilowatts.
Kilowatts,
Okay,
yeah.
so 350.
Yeah.
Pretty quick for a car that weighs
1250 kilos. Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
And it's quite an old car, so it'd be very raw, very visceral, I presume.
It feels nice. It's,
good.
Yeah, it feels good. Feels good. You'll find out when you
Oh,
drive.
I'm excited, man. So is this your current final form, or do you have plans to take it further? Because it's pretty ridiculous in my mind.
Look, I'm hoping to put pistons and rods in it at
Next.
some point. Yeah, maybe the next year or so, and then
Wow.
dial it up a bit. I've dialed up an LS before and I've blown it, so
Okay.
I don't want to blow this one. It's running.
sure.
It's only running 7 pounds of boost, so it's just sort of
Perfect.
just starting to come alive. But,
Yeah, wow, I can imagine.
Yeah, something like this needs a good 15 to 18 pounds, I
15
think. Yeah.
pounds, wow. And you're probably going to get like 500 kilowatts, 400 kilowatts.
There's a mob on this side of town.
Okay.
They claim about 380 kilowatts
Wow.
with a standard engine.
Okay,
I'm not sure if that's an E85 or not, but
Okay.
they like just with the tune,
right.
injectors, and a different fuel pump in the 370Z.
Okay,
They
perfect.
claim about 380 kilowatts. So
Awesome. And this is still 98. This is
still 98.
very standard trim
Yeah. It is, yes.
for
yes.
what it is. And this is phase 1 for you.
It is, yeah. I want to paint it and finish it off.
Yeah. Guys, part 2 is going to be crazy. But as it stands, I've never seen anything quite like this. Very unique and very sleeper in this current setup, I'd say so.
It is,
I
yeah.
like it, guys. I'm really hyped to see what this is like to drive. But let's have a look around, because it's not just the engine bay. So apart from the engine bay, what else is there about this car?
So there's the whole dash from the 370Z.
Whoa. Does it fit? Like,
Yeah, I had to
from
cut
set?
it.
You
yeah,
cut
I
it?
had to
Oh.
cut it. Yeah.
Wow,
So-
full automatic in there as well.
The steering column even works, so you can actually adjust the steering column as per the 370Z.
That is insane.
Heated seats, air conditioning working.
Aircon?
Yeah, aircon's working. The only thing that doesn't, the ABS is working as well. The only thing
Oh,
I
really?
I wasn't allowed to do was with the airbags. I had to disable the
Okay.
airbags and rip them out.
Okay,
so.
that's fair, that's fair.
Yeah.
But everything else in the car works, like
tap shift
cruise
works,
control.
heated seats, cruise works.
Do these paddles work?
Yep, paddles work.
They work as well.
Yeah, everything.
What?
Reverse camera, everything's all standard from the 370Z. Everything.
Wow. So what doesn't work is just the airbag.
Just the airbags, that's it.
Wow. Normally people say what works
Yep.
and they roll with that, but you go, what doesn't work? Oh, even got the 370Z here.
Yep.
Push to start. No way. Guys, this is a Datsun Z with interior like this. This is monumental.
So a friend of mine, Aman, he's working on some 3D printed
Okay.
door handles
Oh,
that will fit the original. We put the wipers in there as well,
They're
so
from
the
the
windows.
370Z?
So all from the 370Z. So he's working on a 3D printed handle that
that's
will
so
hold these
sick.
in there.
Has anyone in the world done something like this before?
I haven't seen another Z with the 370Z implant before.
To this caliber as well, I think you've kind of set the bar quite high.
I've seen a motor in there, but I haven't seen the rest of the car. So even
Yeah.
the petrol tanks, 370Z,
Wow.
which allow me to put the exhaust through the middle.
Oh, what is it through the middle? That is super cool, guys. So you've got massive Brembos, 370Z wheels and brakes, I'm guessing?
Yeah, so they're factory Acabona upgrade on the 370Z. So the 370Z that I landed ended up having the upgraded kit on it,
Wow.
which had the bigger brake. So even the handbrake, there's the tunnel from the 370Z, which I welded
Okay.
over the old one,
Perfect.
which allowed all the handbrake and all the center console to be in
Wow.
the same position.
No
And I had
way.
to do a little bit of welding underneath to hold all the brackets
Okay.
that hold the handbrake levers and stuff. So all the
Yeah.
cables went in. So that's also the rear brakes on the 370.
That's
Using
wild.
the factory handbrake and everything else.
So everything on this car, basically,
Everything's 370.
370Z. All right, let's do it. Let's do
do
it,
it.
Mark. I'm down. Let's go. Here goes nothing. Oh, this is so weird, but so cool. Okay. Oh, which one do I grab? This one?
Yeah, you can just grab something. That's it.
That's so neat. Okay, how do we start this thing? Key?
Just brake and press the button.
Which button?
This one here.
Oh, it's a start button.
That's it.
Wow, that is freaking insane. What a setup. Okay. Cool. It doesn't sound like a 240. It doesn't sound like a Z. Is it touchscreen as well?
Yep.
That is insanity. So everything's quite compact then?
It's tight, yeah, it's a little bit tight.
No, it's good. It still fits, which is awesome. So, feels like I'm in a 370Z, guys. I've got a... Yeah, everything is 370Z. I've never driven a 370Z. I've driven a 380 RS, which is a 350 basically. Guys, I am driving a Z with one hand. A 240. What the heck? So anything I should know before we take off, Mark?
Not really.
Not really? Any quirks of driving this car?
Not really, just...
Not really?
It can kick out, so...
It can kick out?
It can kick out, so be careful.
How do you normally drive this car?
I drive this just like a daily driver.
Oh, the brakes are so strong.
Yeah, the brakes are strong, yeah, yep. And the ABS works as well, so...
Right. It's very sensitive.
The brakes are sensitive, yeah.
Yeah.
Super overpowered in brakes.
Yeah, how heavy is this car, by the way?
It's about 1430.
1430?
Yep.
Oh, right now?
Yep.
Oh, that's a little bit. I thought it'd be like 1200.
It's got the heated seats, leather heated seats are pretty heavy.
This is a luxury car.
It's a luxury car.
It's a luxury sports car. And sitting in it, guys, it feels like a 350, 350Z, 370Z.
How does it feel?
It feels like a modern car.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, got the wipers wrong. Guys, this feels nothing like a 240. What have you
Turn your
done?
lights on. That's,
I'll turn the high beams on.
That's it.
Oh,
Yep.
wow. They have really good lights. This car is very refined. Normally you jump into 240Z, guys, and it's rattly, it's noisy, there's things falling off, there's gasoline smells coming into the cabin, and it's just not really a refined drive. I don't think you could daily one, unless you're a diehard fan. But this you can.
Yep.
And I can see why you built this car already. And you've got aircon, right?
I have got aircon, yeah.
How do we turn that on? What? Can you hear that? Yeah, I'll stop the car. Oh wait, there's no manual gearbox. You can just stop it like this. That right there, guys, is some aircon noises. Alright, let's turn this off. What? Okay. Alright, let's drive. Sorry guys, we got carried away. Do you normally drive it in auto or manual mode?
Give it a go in auto first.
Okay, of course. Oh my god. Is the speedo accurate?
It is, yeah.
That is, yeah, surprisingly fast. Really quick, actually.
All on the speed limit, of course, which is good.
All under the speed limit. We would never break the rules out here in Mexico. So immediately, on first impression, that was 10% throttle. The car feels a lot faster and raw compared to a 370Z, I guess you would say. We're not in a 370Z. It feels like you're going really quick already. It's quite scary because this car feels so put together and refined, but there's an edge about it.
It's quite smooth though, isn't it?
It's so smooth.
Yeah.
I really like how you put this together. We haven't even jumped on it yet. We're in drive, we're in comfort mode. Is there even a comfort mode?
It's cruise control.
Oh, there's cruise control. Alright. Just gonna give it a little punch here. Oh man, she sounds beautiful. That's a very unconventional noise. You don't hear that in many turbo cars. Wow, that sounds lovely, Mark.
Thanks.
Okay, and you've got some paddles on it.
Yep.
So
Give them a crack. Give them a go.
Do you just put this into manual?
You can
mode?
even just hit the pedals.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Second gear. Oh, it wants to go already. 4,000. Oh, this thing feels sick. I can see why you've done what you've done with this car.
Yeah.
I think if it was NA, it wouldn't have been too much of an upgrade. But with these twin turbos on it, it's so responsive. It's actually easy to drive. That's odd for a 240. Oh my lord, this is so cool. You really kind of got to be focusing this. I'll put this into manual if that's okay.
Yep.
It keeps changing gears. Okay, second gear. 3.5. Yo, this thing is fast. This has to be the fastest 240 I've ever driven. And there's still a lot more left to do. What else is there on your plate for this car?
Pistons, rods, and more boost.
So it's running 9 PSI right now?
About 7 pounds.
7 only. Wow. So what are you hoping to achieve with this setup?
Power-wise?
Power-wise.
I just want it to be quick. You know what I mean? I'm not a power.
Is this not quick enough for you?
No, this is not quick enough.
Not quick enough?
This is not quick enough.
I want to see how you drive this thing, mate. Because for me, this thing feels rapid. Especially for what it is. When you're sitting in this car, you don't really think about what it is. And then you look outside and you close the door and it's like, wow, this is the most iconic Z ever built. This
Thanks,
is,
mate.
yeah, this is,
I'm glad you like it.
oh man, this is so cool, mate. And it goes.
Try the brakes.
Try the brakes?
Is the ABS?
There's ABS. and this thing stops on a dime. Yeah. What a car, man. You've put together the craziest Frankenstein. I love this thing. I think combining the looks of the Z, the 240, with this power plant, I don't think it gets much better than that. So, you have plans to paint this car, you have plans to finish it up, you have plans for more boost.
Yep.
Guys, stay tuned for part 2. Be sure you check out Marc's Instagram. But for now, guys, we're going to go let Marc take over, and he's going to show us how it's done in this crazy build. How do I get out of here? Oh, down here. I always forget with these Z's. Awesome. Oh my god. I can't believe that was a Z. Such a cool car. Alright, let's go, Marc. Keen to see what you do with it.
So like I said, I built it as a daily driver.
Of course.
So that's how I drive it. I just cruise it around and that's it.
Thank you for scaring me like that. Wow. In the passenger seat, this thing is, yeah, definitely a fright.
Down this way?
Oh yeah. Yo, you've never been here before.
Quick 0 to 60.
I can smell it.
That's the cat converter. It's got full catalytic converters on
Oh, but I thought these cars never came with cats.
it. Yeah, but because of the upgrade, I had to put them in.
So
So everything's up. Yeah.
If you know, you know.
So you felt it. It's that's a stock exhaust. It's quiet too.
Right.
The car's relatively quiet.
You can't even tell.
Yeah.
This is truly a sleeper. Oh my god, I saw the end of the road there and I was like, I forget we have Brembos. And traction control. And ABS. Oh my lord. I didn't think you drove like this, Marc. I love it. I love it.
Cruising.
It just handles it though.
Yeah, no, the car drives really well.
This is, would you say this is an unbreakable car? Driving like that now with this setup?
It's pretty relatively stock. It's only 7 pounds of boost. It's all factory, so.
Wow. Is there an airbag in that?
No, there's not. No,
There's none.
out the airbag.
Okay. That's the only thing.
I did ask the engineer, because I actually had all the sensors mounted and everything.
For sure.
And he said, look, if you want an airbag, you're going to have to crash 5 of them. And I was like, no, it's all right.
Oh,
you can do without
what?
it. Yeah.
Oh, that's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
Crash 5 exactly like this.
You'd have to build 5, crash them,
Oh, that's
to
silly.
make sure that it was going to be
Oh,
okay.
look
And look, that's probably what the car manufacturers do, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't need the airbags.
Yeah. Who needs airbags?
You don't need it.
You just need a driver mod like Mark, and we're off to the races, guys. But wow, this thing is insane.
Thanks.
What's your favorite aspect about driving this car anyway?
Oh, that it just drives like a new car. You know, it's nice and smooth. Suspension feels great. The brakes are great. It's like driving a new car, I guess.
It really does feel like that.
And then it's got a little bit of power. If you need to overtake somebody, it's got a little bit of power.
Yeah, 100%. You would take over that person and a bit, by a bit.
Overtake it safely, and that's it. You know.
Yeah. Yes, this thing is violent. It's violent when you want it to be, and
Yeah.
it's sedate and calm, refined when you want it to be as well.
What do you think of the auto in it?
The auto is beautiful.
Yeah.
I kind of find that I would think in my mind that I want a manual, but this car makes me want to have the auto. I think because it's a little bit more. Yeah, the auto is sick. I think it's a little bit more of a handful than a 370Z,
Yep.
so it deserves an auto. It's fast, and you're gonna make it even faster, so rightfully so. What do you think about the auto?
Yeah, I think the auto's good. I've driven manuals, and you know, sometimes you don't get a gear, and you waste your time.
You waste your time, you go home crying.
Auto's fast.
No, the auto's good and it's refined. I like how you drive it and there's just no emotion. Sinister driving.
It's very quiet. It's tame. You know.
It's very tame.
Yeah.
Alright guys, we made it back in one piece. Thank you so much, mate. That
You're
was wow. Are you gonna turn that off? Oh my god, this thing is so cool. Let's have one last look at this insane build. Guys, what a car. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like it before. Let us know what you think of Marc's Crazy Z in the comments below. Once again, thank you so much, mate. Really appreciate it. Guys, be sure to check out Marc's Instagram here for all the latest info on his Crazy Z and some other crazy builds you have as well.
Not on Insta, no.
Not on Insta yet, so stay tuned. But a lot of awesome content to come, guys. So if you've enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. Consider subscribing to the channel, guys, and we will see you in the next one. Take care.